This is day 16 of documenting my journey as a founder building an 8-figure business. And what a freaking sunset this is. This is one thing that I'm really enjoying about just doing these diary blogs. I'm forcing myself to spend time outside to do them and just enjoy even the sunset and this really nice spot that I love so much and that I live a block away, but I rarely come to because I'm working so much. Wow. Look at this shit, honestly. Like, I'm still. Brings me back, honestly, to the broke days when I was just dreaming about living here. I remember so vividly the first time ever I was in this beach, in Kira Beach, and I came for my first surf ever in Australia, literally just there. And a new Australian mate that I made back then was the one that drove me here because I had no car or no means as to how to get to the Gold Coast back when I was living in Brisbane. He even let me borrow a surfboard and whatnot to be able to surf. And I just remember, man, that happiness when I got in the water for the first time ever here in Australia and just thinking, man, this is crazy. I managed to come from the other side of the world, from Venezuela, to be living in Australia and surfing. And I just remember thinking, wow, if I ever get to live here on this spot in Coolangatta, I certainly made it. And I've been living here for almost 5 years at this point, which is insane. You need to find ways of always remember the old days, the days of the struggle, where you wish you were in the position that you are now. Because that's the thing. It's easy for me to forget now these days because my expectations, my goals, everything is so much bigger that I could have ever imagined. Like some of the goals that I have now, when I talk about like an 8-figure business, that was never on the fucking radar. I always thought like if I make $1 million, man, life is done. I'm very well past that now. And yeah, it's crazy how your expectations on life and everything just get bigger. Which is pretty cool. Nothing to complain here on that. And what I actually wanted to talk about, I just went on an old tangent because life is so freaking beautiful right now in here. But recovery is something that I haven't really taken that seriously in the last years, but I'm trying to make more of an active effort to actually recover, which means on weekends trying not to work too much and just spending more time with my partner and just doing more of the light work, more like studying, catching up with my masterminds, even playing chess. I've been getting into playing a lot of chess recently online because nobody wants to fucking play chess with me. I'm actually really good at chess, and I love playing chess, but I don't have people to play with. Alex rarely, my head of content, rarely accepts to play with me because I always beat him. So yeah, I've been even doing that and spending time with the few friends that I have. Don't really have that many friends these days, but I try to spend time with the ones like Guillaume, Maddie, and a couple other ones that I actually care about. So I try to make time to see them on weekends when possible, especially Guillaume, which is like we live so close that there shouldn't be an excuse for us to not see each other, literally like 2 minutes away from one another. And that recovery time actually makes a huge difference for me. I notice going into the following week, if I do get to just have a bit less hard work time. Still work because I generally can't just sit and do nothing on the weekend. I like that time to still make it productive to an extent. Like, I need to know that there was some sort of progress taking place. It doesn't have to be huge, but I need to know that I did something. And sometimes can be very minimal. It can be just catching up with some sort of stuff that I didn't get to do on the week or whatever, even some planning or some of the content that I need to shoot or whatever. I just need to know that there was some progress being made. And usually as well, I feel great if I know that I still committed time to educating myself, catching up with the masterminds that I'm paying. I right now pay over $15,000 per month on my masterminds, coaches, mentorships, courses, and all this stuff. It's probably another good topic for another day. So yeah, but I during the week it's pretty hard for me to actually consume them. At best time I had is during the nights, but even then, sometimes at night I still have stuff to do. So yeah, recovery time is important, to spend it with friends, to do different type of work, to still have some sort of progress, in my opinion. But most importantly, to just be capable of going all in during the actual days that matter. Because I can't really close a lot of deals on the weekend. I can't really do a lot of revenue driven actions during the week because some of them require me having meetings and all this stuff, which normally happens Monday to Friday. So those days I need to make sure that I'm at 110%. Not only for myself, also for my team, because it does make a big difference, the energy that I bring to the physical location of our studio and office. If my energy is high or if my energy is low, that gets contagious and that gets passed on to everyone as the founder. So I need to make sure that I'm at 110% during the week. And I've found that if I do make that time for recovery, especially on the weekends, I come way better and way stronger, and everything just usually goes better for everyone on the team. So I'm making an active effort for that. And there's other things that this year has been a bit of a challenge, like even things like jiu-jitsu and all these things. I'm still training in the mornings, usually around 5:30 a.m. now. But I had a few injuries and things like staph. My pec got injured. That essentially made me not do some of the things that I love doing for recovery, like jiu-jitsu, as an example. Haven't even done that much surfing. So I'm keen to get back into some of those. And recovery, making it a more of a priority, because ultimately my actions have to be meaningful enough that the actions that I take, which are not that many during the day, actually move the needle massively. It's like right now, my time, the decisions that I make, I get paid on the decisions that I make. And those decisions right now is just a couple that I do on a daily basis that dictate the results that we get. So I just need to be ready to sprint when the time is right on a daily basis. It's not about sprinting all day. It's about managing my energy, my actions, my decision making, my focus on the couple of decisions that actually bring the biggest return to my business and to my actions. And recovery helps me make sure that those decisions, those actions are sharp, accurate, and efficient. So recovery is important.